أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Today's my topic of environment science for class 11th is stages of demographic transition by Max, dated 6th of August 2020. Firstly, I will request you that there is a rumor about the virus which who is responsible disturbing the equilibrium of the population. So, dear students, stay at home. Your city is our priority. Your safety is our priority as you are our nation. So, before I explain these very stages, Max was an educationist. He gave some ideas about the population ecology. He was related with population ecology. Max gave us 4 stages which are explained one by one. The first stage of population demography is called high population growth stage. First stage is called high population growth stage. High population growth stage. It is characterized by high fluctuating birth and death rates. High fluctuating birth and death rate. Here, birth rates are high and death rates are also high. People in rural areas living in backwardness, as their main occupation is agriculture, their tertiary sector consisting of transport, commerce, banking, and insurance is underdeveloped, which are responsible for low income and mass poverty. Actually, people living in rural areas are living in very bad conditions. When any person whose income is high, whose economy is high, he will settle in another place. He may migrate from that very place to settle in another place. So low income and low economy is responsible for mass poverty. Social beliefs and customs play important role in keeping birth rate high. People living in rural areas are full of customs and beliefs. Death rate is also high because absence of medical knowledge, absence of medical facilities, sanitation, dirty and unhealthy environment. Thus, high birth rate and death rate remains approximately equal over time. When death rate is high, birth rate is high, and death rate is also high. So, death rates and birth rates remains to some extent equally, remains to some extent constant. And second stage of demographic transition is population explosion. The second stage is called population explosion. Population explosion. This students, it is population explosion stage where death rates are decreasing and birth remains constant at high level. Death rates are decreasing and birth rates remains constant. Agriculture and industrial productivity increases. Transport and communication develops. These are some reasons why we call it population explosion. There is agricultural and industrial productivity increases. The students, transport and communication development is very high. People get us better quality of food. Medical and health facilities are expanded. Economy is growing rapidly. Better technology and urbanization takes place. Population grows at high rate. Birth rate stays high and death rate decreases down. When birth rate remains at city at constant rate and death rate decreases down, it shows that this very stage, or the people living in this very stage are economically, mentally, educationally fit. Okay? Third stage, in this stage, population continues to grow at fast rate. And third stage, population continues grow at fast rate, but at sometimes birth rate falls down. Birth rate falls down, death rate remains constant. Birth rate falls down. Third stage, birth rate falls down and death rate stays constant. But birth rate declines due to the impact of economic development, changes, social attitudes, and increased facilities of family planning. Population continues to grow fast because death stops falling, whereas birth rate though declining but remains higher than death rate. But remains higher than death rate. The fourth one stage. This is fourth stage of demographic transition stated by Marcus. In this stage of stationary population, birth rates and death rates are both at low level, and they are again near balance. Birth rate is also equal to death rate to some extent. Birth rate is to some extent equal to death rate. There is a little growth in population as birth rate, and death rate is approximately equal. Thus it is stationary at low level. It is stationary at birth rate is also equal to death rate. Population remains constant. Wama alayna ila al balagul mubin. Okay.